reaction, so popular.
Consume as a loop in you. Consume as a loop in you.
Be yourself.
And then all of a sudden, this fucking head appears between them, like in the car.
No, what episode's that? I'm on 6 or 7. Like.
Absolutely shit myself.
Nah.
Really? I'm on 6 or 7, I
Even
think.
what I started watching last night, we made about
was like
6
2
or 7 seconds away before it
Nope, honestly.
I don't think that much happens on it, in fairness. A lot of it's suspense, isn't it, though?
Oh,
yeah, that's
like,
what it is,
and
isn't
then and then like and then something will fucking happen. And you're like,
What's going on here? Oh, did you get that? Yes! What on earth is happening here?
Bloody hell, man. Fucking that's payback for that body bubble.
welcome to the Always Smiling Faces podcast, questions and answers number 9.
Fuck me, never talk about that program ever
We're
again.
talking about Haunted Hill House. So.
dear
Shit
me.
in hell. Right,
Brilliant.
so questions which have been sent in after that victory against Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Do you want to say it, Dagger?
Bournemouth?
No, the other thing that you say.
What do I say?
You said it for 3 times on the last podcast.
Don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
It.
We won you now.
It's better, yeah. We won you now.
We won, you know.
We won you now. Sorry, I forgot.
Right, so the first question comes in from Dan Johnson. Is that your mate?
Dan Johnson.
Fan of this, not Don Johnson.
So he sends in, if you had to choose, would you rather take a headbutt off Rondon or a punch to the jaw from Lascelles?
Oh, a punch from the cells.
I'm taking the punch from Lascelles.
Rondon will knock you into next week. Oh, I think someone's just scored downstairs.
Yeah, I'd probably take a chin off the cells, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I agree.
Slab head would knock off right
Absolutely
out.
kill your headbutt off fucking Rondon, wouldn't it? Ooh.
A massive heat.
Right, so Neil sends in, does Shelby now need to earn his starting place back after Key's performances? And does the same go for Lascelles? Simple answer, yes.
Absolutely. 100%. Yep.
Winning team. Don't change a winning team. They've got to grab their arse off to get back in that team.
But you would change a winning team, you would, definitely.
The only change I would make would be
yeah.
go for Perez.
So you would
Yeah.
change it. So I totally get what you're saying. Sorry, yes. There's no
I think,
way. There's no way.
I think
sure,
Muto
yeah.
probably won't walk straight back in, whether he's fit. He'll probably have
'Cause
to
it's Perez.
work his way in, unless Perez goes back to the absolute dog shit that he's
I'll tell you
shown.
something about Perez. He never gets injured, does he? He never pulls a hammy or a groin or now, does he?
That's true.
Never.
That is
That's because he doesn't put enough bloody effort into strain his body.
Oh, he's off.
That worked perfectly, didn't it? That was it.
Didn't actually move your bloody arse to
I've got
pull a
something here.
muscle.
Aye, no, it worked perfect. Thanks. Move on.
Gonna need a bigger boat. So Bedford Mag sends in, it's one for you. What do you think? Oh, I think you might have done this one last week, mate. What do you think of Perez's not listening celebration to the Boo Boys? Did you do that one last week?
Did that one last
Yeah,
week.
last week.
I don't know why that one's been like recently. Neil also sends in, with the fit Lejeune, who are our best centre backs in order from best to worst.
Lechaine's not getting back in. You can't, man.
I don't think I think Lejeune is in the same boat as what Lascelles is.
Exactly. If we're seeing the cells, can they get back in? You
So-
can't let someone that's been on a treatment table for a year.
Hypothetically,
No.
I
Right,
would
let's say they're all fit.
I would say Lejeune is probably our best.
Wow.
Then
Really?
I would say right now, I love Lejeune.
he's
On
just
current form and what I've seen, I would say Fernandez.
but that's what you're basing that on what you've currently seen.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lejeune hasn't played this season because he's done his knee. But if you think of
Well, we know what he's got.
what he's capable of, what he's shown, I think he's
So
our
my
best,
order, so
best
the
defender
four
at the club.
players. So we're gonna go obviously Lascelles, Shaw, Fernandez, and Lejeune. Right. So I'll go Fernandez,
Okay.
Lejeune, Lascelles, Shaw.
Oof. I'd go
Well, I'm
Lejeune, Fernandez, Shaw, Lascelles.
So Lascelles is bottom.
Yeah, and I hate that shit. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that, like.
Are
But
you in the same as him?
I can only, I feel really bad though because that's awful. That man, he doesn't deserve that. We were sitting around here saying how good he was, great leader. We're really happy he's got captain. He gets the club, gets the fans. But I can only be honest and see what I'm seeing. And
From this season,
You've got to be cutthroat.
He hasn't done anything wrong this
he hasn't,
season.
no,
but
he hasn't.
there's
Those that
times
have
where
came in
he
have
can
just
seem a
done
lot
better.
slower than the players that are on the pitch.
Shaw's
as well.
mint, you know. I love him, me like. Honestly, well, I've only seen him.
Shaw-
We've
Shaw's got a
only
red
seen
card
him
in him, hasn't he?
3-4 games.
He's got a red card on him, Shaw.
It's a small sample size.
He's going to wipe someone out in that box suit.
Oh, aye, well, he wiped
Just
some of that
clearly
kid out, didn't he? Or that
Well, him,
Oh,
both
yeah,
of
look,
them,
he's nowhere near
Fernandez
the ball.
and Shaw, they love to stick a tackle in.
That's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I think, no.
Based on what I've seen, that's
How high did you have Lejeune? Sorry, what was your order? Lejeune first?
Lejeune first, then Fernandez, Shaw, Lascelles.
I'd probably say Fernandez is probably ahead of Lejeune.
So you've got Fernandez, Lejeune, Shaw, Lascelles.
Yeah.
It's
First,
mad,
first
isn't it,
two's the
after 2
same
games?
as you.
Looking wise, Shaw would be top, but yeah.
Looking wise.
He is a good looking lad,
Oh,
isn't
he's
he?
beautiful. He's beautiful, I'd lick him.
Except he doesn't wear socks.
He doesn't wear
He doesn't wear socks.
He had
Don't
them
know
on
if
on
you-
Saturday, didn't he?
Oh, well, obviously on the pitch he
Yeah,
wears
I
socks.
was
I mean,
getting
Just has shin pads and boots on.
I was getting sure he was wearing socks.
so did you not see the
yeah, I seen
in the photos of the
Oh, he looked lovely on that photo.
he was wearing a suit and he needs to get a longer pair of
So the
trousers
times
as well.
you don't wear socks, you wear socks tonight.
No.
Are you not?
No, he's not, no,
See
he's
what I
not.
mean? You slate him for not wearing socks?
Ah, but you have to wear socks with a suit and loafers.
Not if you look like him, mate.
No, you didn't.
Must
I
be-
did. I
must
wore
be.
a suit with loafers and I didn't have any socks on at the wedding.
Do you not get sweaty feet?
Well, no, you do wear socks, but they're the ones you can't see. So
Ah,
they-
like a trainer
yeah, I
sock.
just
with
remember.
them.
Yeah.
No.
So that's what probably he had on.
Maybe he had them on.
I don't wear socks.
I could forgive
do,
that.
but you just can't
I
see
don't
them.
think he's just sweating leather. Like I think he's got socks on.
Tight, stick
To be fair, I bet they're very expensive Italian leather shoes.
Beautiful. They're beautiful.
So, Neil also sends in.
Is that him that was sitting
third
next to me?
question.
That's Neil, isn't it? He was sitting on
yes,
the next
yeah,
to me.
I think he did
aye.
mention
You
it
should
the
have said
other
hello, man.
He's shy.
Should have called him a
Maybe
Tory.
maybe he's got starstruck.
Oh, he's a Tory as well. If he's out, yeah.
Oh, two Tories
Neil,
together.
a Tory too.
He wasn't. I don't know if he was sitting there, I was in the ground, but when before the match, when we were having some meeting, that he was probably the next table along.
Where were you having something to eat?
When
The Conservative Club.
Tories. So, Neil also sent in third question. Does Chris need to fuck off on holiday more often?
Yes.
I wish I had as many
I
holidays
bet
as you.
I bet you wish you could.
Huh? If I was pissed off as much as him, would win the league.
I haven't been away in a while, actually.
Well, last week.
Yeah.
Right, so Brickhead sends in.
Brickhead.
Brickhead, aye, Brickhead.
that
Yeah, is he not
He's
with the
called-
film?
He's called Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, we've had him before, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal.
He sends in, you walk in the house after work and catch Rondon shagging your lass. How many sugars do you put in his cuppa for when he's finished? I'd smack his arse, mate, and tell him to get up with the kids the next morning.
Yeah, I would. I'd say, what time's Shaw coming round? Oh, what? No, I'm kidding.
I bet he doesn't have sugar in his tea.
Black coffee.
Goals, he has goals in his tea.
He has what?
Goals.
Okay. He's going to him like the best thing in the world.
There he is.
This is we've been dying for a striker for so long. This is we're spoiled now.
Yeah, he's pissing on Venezuela.
Even Shearer, did you not hear Shearer? And his
Oh.
comments when he says when he put that second goal in, he was running around his living room celebrating
hand up and that,
like he
giving
scored it himself.
Yeah,
Don't believe it.
I do.
Probably lying.
100%, yeah.
Surely when he not being on his way to the studios though.
No,
Good match of the day.
Nah, not that time.
And they normally watch it in Manchester, don't they?
Yeah.
So he was in his living room, his hand up. I imagine he would have been.
Maybe he's in his living room in Manchester.
Maybe, aye. Maybe.
Apartment.
Yeah, maybe.
So, Ryan Patterson sends in, how much do you reckon we will get for Dubravka in January this summer?
Oh, Ryan, man, come on.
Huh?
Be positive, will you?
He says it's inevitable that people will sniff around him for his performances. I think... Do you know what it is? Do you think he's going under the radar?
Totally.
You can sniff them all you like, you're not having them.
Totally. I don't think anyone... Well, sorry. How the hell do I know if someone's
They'd be
not
daft
watching,
not to like...
I agree, aye. But
They'll
he's not going anywhere. He's very, very happy here, and he'll be
But
fine.
when you look at like the top clubs in this country, as good as he is, would any of those take him over?
We've
what
seen
they've
these top
already got?
clubs. These
I mean,
top-
De Gea's not having a very good time in
yeah,
Villa,
but these
would they?
top clubs come in for keepers likes of Dubravka
They stick him third
and
choice.
stick him in second or third
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. Well, no, that's an option. Yeah, definitely that's an option, yeah.
So they'll come in, increase his wage, double his wage,
Yeah.
and they'll be happy for him to sit on
And
the
he'll
bench.
play 4 or 5 Champions League games
Cup
a
games.
season. A cup game. Yeah.
Potentially Liverpool could at some point because, I mean, he obviously spent, 26 million
More than that, I think, for that lad.
on there, but he hasn't been great.
Well, they didn't concede. They didn't have any...
Fingers crossed. It's not the case though.
No,
let's be positive, Ryan.
I
Come
honestly
on.
don't think it's the case at all.
Michael George Jackson sends in. We love Michael George Jackson. He sends in, even with everybody fit,
Oh,
could
is it my
Saturday's starting 11 be our best team? Yeah,
Is it my mate Mickey? Oh, bless him. He's had some good news lately as well. Anyway, sorry.
So he says, even with everybody fit, could Saturday's starting 11 be our best team, apart from Perez?
Yes, Mickey! Mickey's the best.
Yeah. No, that's right, aye. He's right. Probably,
It's the team that's winning.
You would never think that, though, would you? You wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Start of the season now.
Like, you know, you wouldn't, man. Shelby and the
Any
Celtic.
team without Shelby, and it's good by me. I'm going back to me old hating Shelby again.
Oh yeah.
Just because
It'll be the best team until we get beat. Until we start.
Yeah, it will be.
We'll start losing a
As
couple
long-
of
as
games.
long
Best team
as-
until we boo them off the
as
pitch.
long as Key keeps passing forward for me, that's getting more on the fence. If that's the big thing that's been lacking in
Shaw, man. It's Shaw is the one that gets it moving forward. He's the one.
Well, him and Keith both
starts
of them
that
do.
tempo. He starts a lot of moves off him, you know. Very
Right.
positive.
So Paul sends in. He says, good speaking to you at half time. Chris? It's me.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Did this actually happen? Can you verify this? He wasn't talking to some random person.
He was talking about Chris with a C.
Was it actually you?
No, he was definitely speaking to me.
Have you got any evidence of this?
No.
Didn't happen.
He says, what do you guys think should be the first position signed in January?
Number 10.
He says, for me, creative number 10 is a must, as well as a striker, winger, and cover for the fullbacks. So he's got a full team.
So you're basically going to sign. I'm going to sign a whole new team except the goalkeeper.
So I agree, number 10 is a
Oh
must.
no, he's going to keep the defender, central defenders as well.
I've got to keep them. So number 10's a must. And I agree with the striker.
You've got to, aye. You only got
We
one.
need a bit of something extra, something different to Rondon.
I would say winger as well, man, because we're wingers.
As much as
I don't wanna be
as much
negative
as I
about-
like Richie for his work rate, what he gives
It's
you,
not
he's-
that. It's not Richie. It's the players that come on. So the likes of Atsu and
Jacob
Murphy.
Murphy.
They're not players. Right. There's
He is terrible. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it again.
Why
He was
is
sitting here the other week giving him praise, man.
why hasn't he been involved? That's
Exactly.
worrying.
I
That is
sat
worrying.
here ages ago saying he's a
Rafa
he's-
came out and said he's just not performing in training.
ridiculous.
No, but I'm sure I read something a couple of days ago saying he was, and he was one
I
of the
don't know,
better
maybe
players in training.
maybe he's booking his ideas up, but that's why he wasn't getting into the squads because he wasn't doing enough on the training pitch.
I think if you look at, I agree, quality-wise might not be the case. I think Rafa will be looking at it in terms of numbers. Where has he got strong numbers and not so much? So centre
Wingers,
half,
he's got strong numbers,
We've got
hasn't he?
strong numbers. So I don't think he'll go for a winger at all. Striker, we've got 2.
I'd go for I'd
So you're gonna
have
go
a
for-
right winger like.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'd probably, of course I would. I'd have, but I'm saying with the money he's going to have available to him, he's going to look at where's he weak. Centre midfield.
I'd
Centre
rather have Perez
midfield.
in the team.
No, you wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. Centre midfield. What have you got? You got Hayden, who doesn't really want to be there.
Well, we haven't
Army
strengthened
Kane,
after of what we're left.
Yeah.
what
You
we're
were Dan
lost in
Gosling
the
back,
summer.
called the last podcast.
Kind of. You've only got 4, and that's just not enough. I'm sorry, it's just not enough.
Dan Gosling's better than Isaac Hayden,
Yeah, I'm probably going to do
but different players.
different
Probably.
players, yeah. But number 10 definitely
Number
striker.
10
Yes.
striker,
And
definitely.
in fairness, fullback, you've only got Yedlin.
Manquillo.
We've only got Yedlin.
You've
He's
only
my
got
first
Yedlin.
time.
I'm sure lots of people say that they'd rather have Manquillo on the pitch than Yedlin, man.
What? I
After
can't-
the weekend.
I
Lots of
cannot
that, man.
understand.
Who are
Those-
these people like?
Those people, even Randall, what on earth are you on about? He was getting offered because Yedlin got an 8 in his ratings. He said he was the worst player on the pitch.
Well, he set up that goal, can he? Well,
Exactly.
It's because he made Jamie Redknapp's team of the week, didn't he?
Harry.
Yeah.
No, Jamie.
Jamie's it was.
Wasn't it Harry Redknapp?
He's in the jungle, man. He's not watching out.
He's in
What
jungle.
was Harry Redknapp?
He's eating snakes and that, man.
See, I
He looks like a melted well,
I think
doesn't
he
he?
played
Harry
well.
Redknapp?
Right, so Classic Mutu sends in Tim Krul or Dubravka. Dubravka all day long. Stupid question.
Who's Tim Krul? Next.
Stupid question next. He also sends
Timmy
in.
was good in his early,
He turned into a
early
hologram though,
first
didn't
couple
he?
of Seasons. He
Did?
he
Proper
was good.
hologram hands?
He was good until he got Chris bucket hands.
He did though, didn't he? He loved palming things back in the play, didn't
No,
he?
he just all of a sudden.
It was like he had a bet on us.
So he was excellent his first few seasons, and then again, did he just get too comfortable
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he didn't have anyone to?
So Classic Mutu also sends in. Would it be a massive loss if we were to sell the cells? Say we
You
got
have to say no.
45 to 60 million for him,
Sell him now.
and we could
Sell
guarantee
him now.
Rafa would get that money to spend.
So yeah, thanks, Jamal.
Would you be tempted?
Be nice knowing you.
Considering how good Fernandez, Shaw, and Lejeune are.
Can your mum still follow on Twitter?
Do you know what it is? You sell for 30 million, don't you? Never mind 45.
Based,
30
I mean,
million.
wait.
If we could sell Lejeune, our centre back, not Lejeune.
whoa, Legion's going
If we
nowhere.
could sell the cells for 30 million, so
you
get
s-
rid of one of the centre
Would
backs
you sell him for 30 million?
and bring in.
Lejeune? No.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Lejeune?
I'd keep
You-
I'm
Lejeune.
talking about the cells of Lejeune.
No, because I know you said it incorrectly. You just didn't mean to say it. And he was like,
You said it incorrectly.
but he was like, I wouldn't sell him. No, the guy's he's on the treatment table more than anything else, man. He's been out for 2 years. He got an injury for about 9 months because Harry Kane had to go on him. The first, this is
Well, that wasn't his fault.
No, I'm not saying it is, but he was out for 9 months. He's come back, had a few decent games, injured again for 9 months.
How did he get injured the second time? I can't even remember.
I
that
woke up. 30 million quid.
It's pre-season, wasn't it?
Woke up.
You're talking 30, 35 million pounds for someone that hasn't played hardly. And we've got the 3 we've already got. One's your captain.
Then
Sorry,
again,
like, I'm sorry.
What
but-
did we sell Woodgate for? Because he was always injured.
Aye, but it was
20 odd million, wasn't it? 27 million, something like that.
Depends who comes
I'm not, and again, I've already said Lascelles is the bottom of my pile. That's on an ideal world of everyone being
Right,
fit.
so how low would
Sorry,
you go if
sorry.
someone was to offer the cells? Like, what price would you sell him for? I would say 30.
You can't 20, 25.
He's
not
English, so that knocks it out a bit. So I'd say, imagine selling him for 30 million and bringing in a striker.
How much did John
for
Stones
30
go
million.
to
But he's in England
leave
regularly.
Everton? No, he wasn't at the time though. That was 30 odd million, was 30?
Would you rather have Stones?
2 million?
I can't believe we're sitting here
Then
like
who?
discussing it,
Lascelles?
like, but
100% you would. 100%.
30 million, I think he'd
Again, Stones is he's a
On the ball,
he's a,
he's like Iniesta
he's a
compared to Lascelles.
footballer, isn't he? That's the thing.
Yeah, he is. No,
Lascelles is a better defender than Stones.
I don't know. Lascelles, I don't know. Do you know what it is, right?
He's not a bad player, though. Like, we're making
No,
out
he's
he's a
not.
bad player.
Well,
He's definitely not a bad
We
player.
were sitting here in the summer saying we wouldn't get rid of him. We
But
wouldn't
we'll
sell
say the
him.
previous one.
Because we didn't want
I
to.
would for 30 million, like. I really would.
If you
for
can
30
guarantee
million.
that's going to get
Based,
reinvested.
based on what we've seen in the last few weeks with Shaw, Fernandes.
And let's remember, it's still early days
Well, exactly.
for the likes of Shaw.
Well, that's what I
Okay.
think. I think that because
He's on the curve, isn't he?
There's
So
a
he could
there's a
go down
reason.
at any point.
He's played one half of football in 190 minutes. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Now, can he do that for 20 games? Like, can he do?
Well,
can
think-
he do that? Yeah, we
think
don't
back-
know that, do we? So
Think
it's
back 2
hard.
years. Well, to 2 years ago, Kieran Clark was the greatest defender we've ever seen in a
That's
black
true,
and white
yeah.
shirt.
That's true.
Look at him now.
That's true.
The greatest ever.
But he was when he was
good,
brilliant.
He was alright, like, but when he got the ball, God.
So
Made Williamson look good, man.
You know,
It's football fans were
things
so
can-
fickle, that's the
things
problem.
can change quickly.
People
but-
say football fans aren't fickle, but situations like this where you think, whoa.
But
It's
30 million
we're
pounds-
giddy because we've won 2 games.
It's a lot of money, 30 million, I think, even in
It's a
today's
lot of money if you're
market.
going to spend it, isn't it?
It is, and for someone who,
We'll see what happened with Mitrovic. Sold him at 25, we didn't see a penny of that.
yeah, I know. But that's the thing, isn't it?
That's a problem.
Yeah.
He's not doing very well at the minute, is he?
No,
Right,
he's not.
so
No, he's not. He's really not.
Aaron sends in Aaron Rook. If you haven't seen his videos, watch
Aye.
his FIFA videos. He's got 3 up there now. This one's for you, Mark. Perez.
Shit.
Does he deserve some credit for recent performances?
No. What recent performances?
Well, he scored the winner, so you got to give him credit for scoring the winner.
I give him credit for scoring that goal. However,
You can't say anything.
however,
can you?
what did he do in the rest of that game?
It doesn't matter. He scored the winner. goal,
Absolutely
right?
nothing.
So what
Nice.
about the
Shocking.
first half of the last game?
He did nothing.
He's better.
He did not.
Just say he was better. I'll accept that.
He was better than his performance have been for the majority of this season and every season that's gone before.
Do you want to end that with because you couldn't get any worse or something like that?
Well, it was true, isn't it?
Well, in fairness, though, if we're saying
Everybody looked good on Saturday, but he was the weak link in that team for me.
if we're saying he played well on Saturday in that first half, then my God, he has been playing badly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He has, but he has.
I know. That's I agree. Ian, I didn't like him.
So Aaron finishes that and saying, personally, I still think he's fooling a lot of people with that fake running, fake effort crap. That's true. We've mentioned that a lot of the time. haven't we?
And a lot of the time, he didn't even put that in.
And he ends it with this.
That's just reminded us. You see when he got fouled and he started rolling around on the floor and he's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
going with the referee
when they
and stuff
scored?
like that. Well,
No,
they
nearly did.
nearly did though
Nearly
because
did,
he
yeah.
was pissing about and whinging onto the referee instead of just getting up and getting on with it.
At the time, I did think that was a free kick.
Wasn't.
So Lee Barr sends in.
Play with a bloody whistle.
Yes,
It's not
you're right.
hard.
You're right.
He sends in, and now that we have seen the team play well and win games, where do you think we realistically, this squad of players, can finish in the league? He says personally 13th, 12th,
No.
which is what we said last season. Well, I think I said that last season.
That's
kinda-
what we were aiming for, wasn't it? We saying we'd be happy to finish around that.
So where are you now?
I never changed because
17.
because how can you?
Is that realistic or is that
Are
what
we
you
what you're saying? We're the fourth worst team in that league.
Well, I'm very surprised Palace aren't ahead of her. Truthfully, who else is below at the moment? Huddersfield, Cardiff, Fulham.
Cardiff,
Yeah, they can stay there.
Southampton.
That's fine,
But I would expect to be better than them.
West Ham? No.
So they're just above her. Palace, they're better than us. I can't remember anyway.
It's still very, very tight down the bottom
It
of
is
that
tight.
league.
It is, and I think sometimes like it wasn't so long ago, man. We weren't going to win a game, man. We hadn't won more than 8 games or 9 games, and all of a sudden now you've won 2. Don't get us wrong, they've played well, but it's already like, oh well, this group of players are a lot better than we thought. It takes one injury. I'm telling you, man. It takes one injury to that top man at the front, and if something happens to him, you're back where you start. You're back in the score goal. We wouldn't have won that game if it wasn't for him.
If Key gets injured, you know, Shelvey.
Hopefully,
No,
if Key gets in,
Shelvey's out. Key gets injured.
yeah.
Shelvey's out. Then
You're not hitting left.
you're straight away. You're struggling to create any. And that is why we need to strengthen. And I know you keep going on about like Murphy and the fringe players and stuff like that. Is they've got a big part to play, because if you do lose your first team starters, you need what's on the bench and in the surrounding squad to come in and step up and to the game, and that's what these two.
That's where we had that argument the other week. There was you were saying but when I was banging on about the changes that Rafa wasn't making, and then you were saying and other people were saying, well, look at his bench, he's got no one there. Well, King and Shaw have done, can he?
let's remember these changes were forced as well.
They were forced. They would have never.
That's
happened.
the worrying thing.
They
for
would have
me.
never happened.
I know.
Never happened.
Yeah, we did.
In a million years.
Talked about that last week, didn't we?
That is the worrying thing. That those substitutions would never be.
We would have still been probably not had a win, man, if it wasn't for that, for them forced.
Probably
changes.
draw the last 2.
Probably, aye. But
let
what I will say to the answer to that question, in one sense, if you could guarantee me that we could perform like that every week, absolutely, 10th, 11th, 12th, absolutely. The problem is we're going to go on a run where we'll have another 5 or 6 defeats. It just is what it is.
Well, this is what we did last season. We put a nice run of games together in around about this period before the run up into Christmas, where we got, was it 10 games back to back we won or something like that, which really got with.
I don't think we won them, but we didn't lose them, did we?
Didn't lose them.
Like that,
Yeah. You get that momentum, don't you? And, you know.
It's what we've needed. We've needed to get off the ball, get that bit of luck on our side, and it's gone well for us.
A couple of wins and we're selling McCartan. Hey, I'm just saying.
Darren Mitchell Hill sends in, so lads, easy questions. If you were in charge, how would you line up with Burnley if Mutu, Shelvey, Lascelles were all available, and how do you think Rafa will do it? So personally, starting 11, the only one you swap is Perez Mutu.
Agreed.
Yes. Do you think Rafa will do that though?
No. So if they're all fit, the team which will start is the same team that started against Bournemouth.
What? Even if they're all fit?
Yep.
Okay, right, all right. Interesting. Because I did, but
Do you think Lascelles will come back in?
yeah, I do.
For sure.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think he'll.
I think it'd be very, very harsh.
It's just terrible. It's a disgrace. But I'm just saying, Rafa will look at it longevity-wise of what he has.
Take away
offered
the
over
captaincy from Dummett.
Aye. No, I do. I think he'd put Lascelles back in, but I wouldn't want him to. I'm
shouldn't.
just saying. Of course he shouldn't.
So Darryl says, hey, if it was him, he'd go unchanged from Saturday regardless.
Realistic? How can you not?
Yeah,
What type of message is
Don't
that
say
sending?
don't change a winning team, don't they?
Well, of course. What type of message is that?
How can you not? Have you seen Perez playing?
Yeah, well, apart from that one, yeah.
Perez isn't getting dropped.
Fucking should.
So Dale sends in, anyone else forget we still own this? It's a picture of callback. And what is the future of which he speaks? So in an article, callback said his bleak future with Newcastle. He hasn't got a future.
Oh God, no,
He's
no.
gone.
Why is he talking about his future at Newcastle when he's
Well, he's on loan, isn't he? So.
loan at Forest?
I don't know.
Yeah, but obviously that loan's on the end. He has to come back, doesn't he? So.
Well, they were meant to sign him in the summer,
Yeah, but
but they just couldn't afford it.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? And it'll be the same in the
Well, it's
summer
not
this
that he's
time.
going to have. Well, to be,
really?
if he's whinging about a bleak
that looks nice,
future,
what's that?
He's actually tagged you in that as well.
oh, that is awful. That.
What was
I've
it?
seen that
It says,
before.
with the ketchup on a Sunday dinner debate, would you have ketchup on a Christmas dinner?
It's
That
a
was for
deep
you.
fried, battered
absolutely.
Christmas
Well,
dinner.
Well, that sounds tremendous.
It sounds rotten.
Unbelievable.
But anyway, back to the point in hand. Ginger Callback.
Yep.
If he's whinging about his bleak future, then why is he sitting there not wanting to leave Newcastle because he's getting paid 60 grand a week?
Aye.
What would you?
I wouldn't want to go out. If I wasn't getting paid 20.
So why is he whinging on about a bleak future? If he's that bothered about a bleak,
I've never read the article. He's probably not even whinging on about it.
Then-
He's probably just said his future at Newcastle's bleak.
Which it
He's
is.
probably not whinging.
Meaning game time, probably. He's meaning, they probably asked him, what are you going to do when you go back to Newcastle? Well, it's looking pretty bleak, like I'm not going to get a game.
I've just been
Well,
watching
he's
Keith.
just-
There's no
he's
chance
just-
I'm getting in there.
he'll just say, well,
Dan Gosling's coming back.
I'll look for a move away. If he's serious about wanting to play football, then he shouldn't sit there
But he's
letting his contract run out on 60 grand a week.
is he playing for Forest?
Yeah.
So he is playing football. He's just getting paid a lot more than the rest of the Forest players.
Yeah.
By Newcastle. So he's not daft. I would do exactly the same.
Yeah.
But then you kind of whinge on about your bleak future when
I don't think
it's
he's whinging.
of your own doing.
He did something really bad, didn't he? Whenever he did do it here. Because obviously Rafa never just was literally overnight when it was like, right, that's it.
Reserves.
You will never ever
Straight in the
play.
reserves,
So
wasn't
he did something really bad. Fuck.
Stepped foot onto St James's Park.
No, I'm not having that. I still say when he very first came, he wasn't actually that bad. Because loads of fans were saying, you're getting him for now, and they were trying to defend themselves against Sunderland fans saying that
It
was
was
signing.
this, wasn't it?
And he-
All three.
Oh, that's listen, man. Jesus Christ, they were applauding Keegan in the corner on Saturday. He's a Sunderland player, man.
You always forget he played for Sunderland.
Of course,
didn't
he played for Sunderland. He scored against Man City when the Man City hadn't lost a game.
At what
and-
point did you
not-
shit yourselves when Defoe came on the pitch and you thought, oh shit, he's banging
the
away now.
second. Did you not?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's never scored against Wifford Donkeys, man.
well, I don't know. Like, he scored 2 the last time we played against him. Didn't
Him
he?
and Key were having a bit of a love in when he came on. Like,
The last time we played. No, it's Atwood. Mitrovic did. What in the derby?
Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
I'm talking about it.
Because he's saying Defoe hadn't scored against us. The last time we played Sunderland, he did. He took the lead.
Scored the
Mitrovic
volley,
scored.
didn't he, against
No,
Scotland?
that was away. 1-1 out.
Oh yeah, he did.
And then he
score
scored
a goal,
again
yeah,
at home.
he did, aye.
Terrible goal and all. And then Mitrovic equalised. So I'm telling you now, right? I thought out of everything that's went really, really well today, this would just be
Yeah.
the piss.
he's
He didn't even touch the ball.
past it.
He didn't even touch the ball. That's because we went 5 at the back. You see, 3 at the back.
Take us formation.
It was a good no, right there.
Take out the gaffer.
You could see how it was going to work, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, eventually.
Oh, I was so happy, you know. I tell you honestly, I just kept saying to my dad, he's doing that formation, you know. My dad was going, shut up, man.
Who are you? Can't find your real dad. Anything else?
But he
Lad?
still went 4. He still played 4
No.
because
Don't ruin his dream, man.
Perez
Don't ruin his dream. Let him have,
Perez dropped back from forward across to the right hand side
Yes.
when Clark came on.
let him
That's
have
right,
this
yes,
moment.
So they still played 4 midfield. It wasn't
Yeah,
until
then
took Kennedy off.
and then Atsu played
They
this
then went
lovely free roll thing, which
3-5-2 or 5-3-2.
We're done. Anything else, lad?
Well, won you know.
Won you now.
Good.
Get in there.
It's 2 in a row. It's 2 in a
You remind me
row.
of Westy there.
Who?
Westy,
Who's Westy?
that Nancy Sunderland fan that was in his kitchen.
Him.
Oh
Can we
my
rewind
God,
that?
aye. Horrendous. Him.
2 in a row, man.
Danger. Absolute danger he is.
Oh yeah, he's danger, like. Right here, right
Westy
now.
is as well.
Danger! Danger!
Bye.
High voltage.
Thank you.
When we touch.